Hey guys. So it is Sunday afternoon and I am sitting here doing some work before I go do some meal prep. And I really just have to say, first of all, that I'm really convicted about doing so much work on Sunday afternoons. Like I really need to move this stuff to Saturday or to earlier in my week and maybe not spend so much time on my computer on Sundays because I feel like I'm just like rush and I should be resting more. So yeah, that's stay tuned on that. I need to change that. But I kind of wanted to show you what I do to get ready for the week. And I will be honest, like as much as I stress to you guys to have a plan and to plan out your week, like plan out your posts, like I hate it. No, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's not fair. Let's say I don't hate it. I don't enjoy it. I love having a plan. I love being committed to doing certain things for the week, but I'm really like a fly by the seat of my pants gal. And I like to just kind of wing things, which is not always the best, but I do work well that way. But I still think it's important to have a plan. And so what do I do to get ready for my week? Well, first of all, I have to take care of me first, right? So I do create my meal plan on by Fridays, okay? Because I like to share it with my challengers and I like to know what I have to shop for over the weekend. So meal plan was done last week, okay? There's that. And I can use this in a blog post, which I'm going to talk to you guys about in a minute. So I got that done and I will prep some things for my meal plan and share that as well. But I also sit down for just a brief minute and kind of plan out my goals for the week. So on our call tomorrow night, we are going to actually talk about planning for the month and how to figure out what to post about and things like that. It's going to be really helpful, so come to that. But so I know that this week that my goal is to start advertising for my February challenge group, okay? So that means that I need to start jabbing. This is where I like to fly by the seat of my pants. I like to just kind of whatever comes to me on that day, that's what I post about. That's how I jab in my event. That's what I talk about in my morning workout posts and things like that. So I will still stick to that. Like I will just wait to see what is on my heart, maybe something for my devotion or something that I'm reading, and that's what I'll maybe jab about. But I still need to have a plan. So I know that my challenge group is called Love the Skin You're In, and it's all about, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, not just to lose weight, but because you love your body, you appreciate it for what God has done through it and with it and how it helps you serve people in your life. And so that's kind of my focus. So I need to jab about those things. I know that on Monday, I'm going to do a Never Miss a Monday post. I'm going to do a Transformation Tuesday. I'm going to do maybe a Workout Wednesday. That's kind of my daily post, but I also want to plan for the week in regards to some other things that I can post about. When am I going to post my challenge for dad? I'm going to write a blog tomorrow about it and post that tomorrow night and do an ad for it that way. I'm going to talk about my challenge group in a workout post one day. I'm going to probably post my ad again on Thursday night. I'm going to shout out a challenger on Thursday. I've got that on my calendar to do that on Thursday at 2 o'clock. I'm going to do a Fearless Friday post. And so that's just kind of the things that I put into my calendar so that I know that as the week goes along, I don't forget to make those jabs. And it's also very targeted and something that can help me be consistent to draw attention to what I do as a challenger myself, to what we do in our challenge groups and how people can get involved and get started. I also need to do a Shakeology post this week. So I will schedule that in to make sure that I don't forget that. So it's really important to plan. It's really important to sit down and look at your week and kind of say, what can I do every single day? One thing. It can just be one thing that can bring me closer to connecting with people, to sharing my story, and to getting people on board with what I am doing and into my challenge groups, okay? So obviously, if we want to recruit people for our challenge groups, we have to be talking about them. We have to be talking about the accountability. We have to be talking about Shakeology. We have to be talking about, the daily check-ins, 30-minute workouts, things like that. So let me show you this thing. This is a really good tool too, and sorry it's a little faded, but putting your goals into action. Like I encourage you guys, sit down today. What is your goal? So like I'm going to take this, I'm going to write down that my goal for this week is to hit Success Club 5. And so in order to do that, I have to jab. I have to invite to my challenge group. I have to talk about Shakeology post. I have to follow up every day with people. I have to, I'm probably going to share a devotional, some type of devotional takeaway about loving yourself. I'm going to share a Transformation Tuesday, because that is proof that these programs work. It can be my own. I can talk about my physical transformation as well as internally, how I take care of myself now, not just because I want to look good, but because I appreciate how I feel and how that affects my family and, that true self-love. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down. My goal is to hit Success Club 5. And so I'm going to write out a list of things that I can do to help me hit that goal. So use this. It's in the file section. It's very simple. It's not complicated, but it gives you a plan. It gives you a visual. If you are totally flying by the seat of your pants and just hoping and wishing and praying that you're going to hit Success Club, ain't gonna work. Okay, you've got to go at it with a plan. And so if you need help with this, if you want help with this, if you have a goal to hit Success Club 5 and get it out of the way, then do it. You can do it. Everybody on this team can do that. My goal is to hit Success Club 10 by the 15th. And so, I have to do these things. I have to post. I have to invite. I have to follow up. I have to do my personal development. And that Star Challenger thing, I got that idea from Jade. That's recognition. That's the 4th vital behavior. And so these are all very simple things to do. But when you kind of sit down and you go into your week and you don't have a plan, it's overwhelming. And I don't want you guys to be so overwhelmed that you just quit, because all it takes is 15-20 minutes of preparation, and you guys can do this. Okay, you have to schedule your time, manage your time, and do that. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you guys was blogging. All right, I'm kind of combining two things here, but blogging. I know that a couple of you guys have a blog. I don't think anybody here really uses their blog to grow their business, but for some of you guys, it's kind of time. You've been a coach for a year or longer. If you have a blog, use it. It sounds like an added extra step, and it kind of is, but I'm going to show you what I do to kind of take the things that I have talked about from the week, and just put it into a blog post, because your blog is something that can reach people that maybe don't follow you on social media. You can pin it to Pinterest. People can find you through Pinterest. People can find you when they go to Google and search something, okay? So I'm going to share my screen and show you my blog and what I did today. I did sit down and write a blog post about my week. And so I kind of pulled from everything that I've been talking about. I've been talking a lot about reading this book called Living Well, Spending Less. And it's not just about spending less money, but it's about, hey guys, shut the door. Sorry, it's 40 degrees outside and the door's wide open. But I'm talking about how to, live well and spend less time on things that distract me from my goal, distract me from Christ, distract me from my family. And so I just kind of took some of those things that I've talked about this week, put it in a blog post, used the same photos that I used on social media, broke it down a little bit, and then, that was it. It's taken me 20 minutes to write this blog post. Then I also talked about how, I want to have a plan coming up. I've just been kind of pseudo following a workout plan, and I do best when I commit to something, follow the workout plan the way it's laid out and according to the workout. And this also gives me an opportunity to talk about Beachbody on Demand, to talk about All Access, to share that photo that I shared from last night about hooking it up to the Roku. I'm sharing my life, but it gives me an opportunity to plug some of the programs and things that I do as a coach through Beachbody on Demand. And so I did that, threw that in there. And again, just used a picture that I already had on social media. I share my meal plan. This gives me an opportunity to add value, to give people ideas. And I already had that created because I used it to share with my challengers. So I just threw it in here, talked about some of the recipes. And I also threw this in here because I did order an Instapot today, Christy. And I just took a picture from the internet, talked about why I bought it, said I was excited, and it just gives people a glimpse into my life, some things that I'm doing in order to keep me on track. And it gives people ideas too. So my blog is really an opportunity to add value as well. So those are some things that I did today. And again, I'm going to go do some meal prep right now, and then I'm going to just shut it all off and spend some more time with my family and maybe work better on doing these things before the weekend so that I can have more time with my family, because that's super important. Okay? All right, so I hope this video helps, gives you some ideas. Please, please, please use this. Please use this to plan your week. It will make such a difference. Like, get out your calendar and just write down one thing every single day that you can do, whether it's talking about coaching, whether it's talking about your workout, whether it's sharing something from your devotion. You know, just make a plan of things that you can post about this week. And I promise you, you will be so much less overwhelmed. Okay? Have a good day, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Bye. Oh, I gotta turn this off. I'm using my light.